Hey everyone, Chris Kelly here with ProductionCrate.com. Today I'm going to be teaching you how I use these alpha matte transitions. You can find all 30 of these alpha matte transitions by going to ProductionCrate.com, toggling down video, finding motion graphics, and selecting the transitions. Here you can see all 30 of the alpha matte transitions. They are all 4K resolution. 20 of them are exclusively for pro members. 10 of them are absolutely free. Since I myself am a pro member, I have all 30 already downloaded and imported into HitFilm Express. So let's go ahead and just jump right on into HitFilm. So to save time, I went ahead and just opened up my editor and edited together 5 random stock footage clips. What I want to do is transition from one to the next using the alpha matte transitions. So I just want to start with this aerial shot of these wildebeests. Where are these? Gazelle, elk, something like that. These woodland creatures into this second shot of this awesome zen-like tree. And the way I want to transition is by using the alpha matte transitions. So I'm going to select my second clip and I'm just going to right click it and select the make composite shot. I'm just going to hit OK for now. So now that I have my composite shot here in my media window, I just want to drag that into a new folder, hit F2 to rename it. I'm just going to call this composites. And this is just to stay organized. Since I'll be doing this for several shots, I just want to keep my media window as clean as possible. I can easily jump back into my editor at any point just by selecting this tab here, but for now I want to stick in the compositing window. Awesome, so this is my footage. What I want to do next is import one of the matte transitions. So I'm going to toggle down my matte transitions and let's just find one that is awesome sauce. Maybe this bullseye one here is pretty cool. So I just want to drag that into my timeline and let's just line it up with the first frame. Let me just scrub through. So one thing I know right away, this alpha matte transition is 4K resolution, but my footage is 1080. So what I want to do is just shrink down my alpha matte transition 50%. So with that selected, I can go over to controls, toggle down this transform here, and let's find scale. I'm just going to type in 50. Great, so now my alpha matte transition matches my comp size. So the next thing I want to do is apply the effect that tells this footage to use the opacity of this alpha matte transition as a reveal. So I can do that by applying a set matte effect. So I'll find my effects window up here, and I'm just going to type set, and let's drag this set matte onto our footage. Now over here in my controls, let's just toggle down the set matte. I want to leave the matte source as alpha. These matte transitions are already pre-keyed, so I can just leave this as alpha. And for my source layer, let's just change that to the alpha matte transition. So we can already kind of see that it's working. Let's go ahead and just disable the eye here for the alpha matte. And now we can see that it's working perfectly. So what I want to do is just click this arrow here. Let's go to my first frame first. Let's click this arrow here, and let's just do a RAM preview. Now let's just play it back. So that works perfectly, except the second that my alpha matte transition cuts out, my footage is now invisible again because it has no opacity to reference. So there's a couple ways we can fix this. I'll show you 2 ways right now. So the first thing I want to do, I'm just going to navigate to my first frame, and I'm just going to Control-C, Control-V the footage, and now let's just trim it to the last frame of my alpha matte transition. And now with that duplicate footage selected, I can go up to my effects, and let's just delete this set matte effect. And now let's do a RAM preview. And if we play this back, we can see that that worked out nicely. So I'll show you a second method right now. I'm just going to delete this duplicate footage and let's navigate to the first frame that the alpha matte transition is no longer working, and then navigate 1 frame backwards to where it is working. And I'll select my footage, go to the effects, set matte, and where it says blend replace, I'm just going to alt click this circle here, and what that does is it just sets a keyframe for the replace setting. and then I'll navigate forward one frame where the alpha matte is no longer working, and instead of replace, I'm going to switch this to add, and now we can see that our footage is again visible. And now just navigate to the first frame, and let's just do another RAM preview here. And if I play it out, we'll see that this is in fact working pretty fantastically. So the next thing I want to do, I'm just going to jump back into my editor here. This second shot is the shot we were just working on, the composite shot. This checkered background just shows you where the alpha is. What I want to do is just raise that up a layer. Oops. Like that. I can either move it over my footage, but if I want to keep the timing of the edit, I can just leave it where it is and raise it up a layer. And then what I want to do is select this first clip, and let's just drag the end point out a bit. And that way, wherever the alpha is in our composite shot, it'll actually be the first clip, and that way I can transition from the first one to the second one. Now I want to get a little smoother playback, so I'm just going to drop the resolution to 1/4, and let's play it back. It's still a little jumpy for me, so there's no RAM preview, at least that I know of, in the editor, but one thing I can do is create a proxy video preview. So I can select this composite shot and right click it and go to proxy and just select make proxy. Now nothing seems to be happening, but we can actually see it working if we go to media, and let's just toggle down our composite folder here. And here you can see this little loading bar. So once that's loaded all the way, that means our preview is built. So proxy just creates a pre-rendered version of a composite shot or video asset, providing for faster performance. Now, if that sounds like I read it off a script, I actually just read it directly off of the HitFilm website. But if I play it back, you'll see that it does play back way less jumpy because I actually created a pre-rendered video file. So that's how you can easily use the alpha matte transitions in HitFilm Express. I'm going to go ahead and just do this for the rest of the clips as well. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below or email us support@ProductionCrate.com. Alright, I hope you found this tutorial useful and lots of fun. I will see you all next time.